21-20. Okay. Had a little technical difficulty for a moment there.
Testing. 1, 2.
Hopefully we get those out of our system. Again, a lot of bandwidth being used here today with a couple of different crews. So, again, hopefully we don't have too many of these issues tonight.
They don't like sharing.
First game of the season. Maybe we should have went to Ozark last week and got our practice in.
If I could have, I would. I think I worked until almost 7 o'clock tonight.
I mean, I was there. We could have run it, but a good game. I mean,
you would have missed me.
I don't think we didn't learn much about the team last week against Ozark. It was a 21-7 two-quarter game. Maumelle looked good. Roderick Watts looked the part of a number one receiver, maybe the top receiver in 5A. 4 catches, 69 yards, 2 touchdowns. Should have been a third, as he was drugged down at about the inch-yard line. But this is a team that, though, they're going to rely a whole lot more on the run game, I think, Andy.
Yeah, I would see where they would definitely rely on a run game with that big physical offensive line that they have.
Got a huge offensive line. We see a couple of them coming out right now, and our guy Andrew Chambly and Nico Davier out there, as well as that's Colby Forte and Kelby Forte and Maxwell Pace.
I'll keep you straight once again this year.
Hey, it's going to take me a few games to get it figured out, and that's what you're here for, is to keep me out of trouble. Well,
it's because I can read off of a paper. That's the only reason.
It's right there in front. In big letter. I mean, we can't really miss it.
I want to know how to say that name.
So, yeah, I don't know. Glugosh. Y'all, I'm sure you guys will correct us before it's all said and done.
Please do.
So excited, you guys. Make sure you jump in the comments. We'll have plenty of opportunities for some fan feedback, and they'll come out down here where he's at. So you guys again.
I do not see captains for Sylvan Hills yet.
They do not have captains out. They don't have any of their team out yet.
I don't see anybody out here.
We'll wait Sylvan Hills.
Maumell's ready to go.
We're going to have a little later kickoff because of the other TV crew, but it'll be a 7:03 kickoff for this one. So, again, we appreciate you guys being with us.
You know what I think I like about this so far? People in the stand.
Yes, it is a fantastic thing to see. What's becoming a pretty full house, especially on this side. But as you watch, there's still a steady stream of cars coming in Bear Paw Road there. So
I like that too.
You know, you would think so. I don't know if my son is watching right now, but he goes to Sylvan Hills, and we've had some arguments all week about who's going to win this game. So he's rooting for Sylvan Hills. I'm rooting for Maumelle, obviously. And so we'll see who wins this one.
Hornet to start.
He was. Yeah, I've been. You know, it's a funny story. Is I've actually been a Hornet my entire life, and I didn't realize it. The only other school I ever went to in high school was a school out in the panhandle of Texas, Highland Park, and it's not the Highland Park everyone else knows. It's the poor Highland Park.
No.
And
it's not in North Dallas.
But I drove by it a couple of months ago on my way back from a trip from Colorado on accident because I took a wrong turn and ended up going through Amarillo. And I drove right.
Did you stop at the Big Texan?
No, I didn't. I mean, I've gone there several times.
I've been there once. Only had a 2-pound steak. I didn't get the big one.
Let's see. That is Gerardo Almazan and
74.
I got Almazan. Is that 27 next to him?
His arm is.
Oh, that's yes. I mean, Xavier Okafor is going to be the other.
27 and 74.
Going to be the other captain for Sylvan Hills. But anyway, Highland Park was the Hornets as well. So it was a Bryan Hornet, a Highland Park Hornet, and now a Maumelle Hornet. It's a lifelong thing. This is such a neat setting over here. You can sit here and watch the C-130s fly by as they do their training.
I really like this post.
That post gives you great views. Yes. I mean, it's good stuff.
If I had a Sawzall, we could fix this.
So as we wait the coin toss here, as Nico makes his way out with Okafor, and those two are going to meet each other a lot in this one.
Hopefully benefiting Nico more than Okafor here.
Okafor is a guy that we found ourselves very impressed with on defense last year.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to get to see him this year on offense for this Sylvan Hills team. As they, again, we talked about this just a few minutes ago. This is a team that lost
Sylvan Hills has won
everybody.
And defer.
So Maumelle is going to get the ball to start this thing off.
No, where are we going?
He said the Hornets won that and deferred.
He did. Although he stood on the Sylvan Hills player's side.
So we'll see what this is as they switch sides. There we go.
Come on, Nico.
So Maumelle will receive to open the game, as it was Sylvan Hills that won the toss. Sylvan Hills won the toss, and we are ready for football.
Just trust in Andy.
Well, I heard our fantastic PA announcer, because his speakers are literally right above our head.
They are.
And so I heard that. But
let's go.
So we are now officially ready for football. And you know what? I don't know that I've ever – this is one of those weird football stadiums that goes east-west. And we've never been here early enough for it to be a problem until tonight.
Well, it is a little bit earlier in the season where we started last year. I wasn't a part of the first couple of broadcasts. I was kind of busy. So this is definitely my first in the sun like this. Well, I'm pretty lucky on the other ones.
This will be a fun one, though. And I'm not really sure what to expect out of this one. I don't know about you, Andy. Again, we don't know the experience. We know there's not a lot of experience on this Sylvan Hills side as our Hornets get ready to come out, and we'll let you enjoy that. And here come the Hornets. They're going to bust through and make their way out onto the field.
Forte down.
Maumelle Hornets have made their way out onto the field for the first time in this 2021 campaign. One thing to look at, when you look down there at this Maumelle team, they look a lot bigger than a 5A team.
Yes, they do. They got size all over the place.
Size across the board. They're not going to have an offensive line that'll rival Bryant, who's got a small D2 college line. But guys like Andrew Chambly, Caleb Stroud, Kevin Hamilton, Braden Yancey, and you can't forget Colby Forte. That's going to be a very tough offensive line. They're going to move some folks this year.
Horton, I read a little bit about him. He says Forte is the meanest offensive lineman he's got.
Forte is definitely a mean young man. No,
he doesn't look mean. He looks like that sweet, innocent guy that's going to be over there and be like, oh, I'll help you up. No, I'm going to push you back down.
And he'll get with it. He's a lot of fun. He's definitely got a big personality. Would love to hopefully get him maybe on a coach's show at some point this year.
That's gotta happen.
And that'll be a lot of fun. But this team's got a lot of potential. Caleb Stroud's a guy being looked at by several different programs as well. So that's a guy to keep an eye on in right guard as he's moved inside on the line instead of out.
Pretty sure I saw a guy with a UCA shirt on here just a few minutes
ago.
I
saw a couple of scouts making their way into the press box or into the. Okay. So we'll go through our starting offense for the Hornets. We'll do that. Well, let's go ahead and do that now. As our starting offense at left tackle will be number 72, Big Baby Andrew Chambly. At left guard, Colby Forte, 5'11", 265. Chambly at 6'7", 300. At centers, Braden Yancey, 5'10", 225, a senior. At right guard, Caleb Stroud, 6'7", 315, another senior. And at right tackle, Kevin Hamilton, 6'2", 270. At wide receiver, we'll have Hunter Specht out there, a little 5'9", 160-pound senior. And then
he's quick.
Roderick Watts on the other side, 6'3", 180. And then starting in the backfield for tonight's game will be Jaylen Wade, a 5'6", 165 senior. But I'll tell you, Jaylen Wade will be one of a three-headed monster in that backfield. Jason Crawford's another guy. Jordan Candler's another guy that'll get touches tonight. This is a deep rushing. This is a deep group at running back for this Hornet team.
Both these teams are supposed to be.
At quarterback, it's going to be junior Weston Pierce, big arm kid, a very, very impressive young man. I've got to watch several practices. The question's going to be, can he stay within the system and trust the running game to get us to the passing game? That's going to be the key to Weston Pierce and really this offense's success.
Can't be a gunslinger yet.
Not yet. And right now, you got to show the run game. We got to, with it this hot, let's beat them down a little bit and then get six open. At tight end, one of my favorite guys on this team, and I want to see this kid blow up. Margers is a 25-pound junior. And I'll tell you right now, if you would have looked, there's some video I've got out right now on social media of him going head-to-head with Nico, and it was a shot. He gave Nico every bit he wanted.
Yeah, he dinked him pretty good.
Rogers is a player now. And then John Brucehagen, he'll play a little tight end, a little split out at wide receiver as well. And he'll also kick and do all that fun stuff. So
special teams.
We'll go over our defensive starters when we get out on defense.
Sylvan Hills is about to take the field, Steve.
Sylvan Hills ready to come out. So comments are going crazy already.
Not even on the field. 2 minutes to the kickoff, and we're not even on the field.
We appreciate everybody joining us in the comments. You guys make sure, however you're watching this, if it's on YouTube, share it out. Get it out to all your friends, family. We'd love to get as many people here watching the stream tonight and enjoying this Maumelle Sylvan Hills opening in week 0 of the high school football season.
The
The
That's who that
Bears
is?
take the field. We have shirtless guys with Hawaiian shirts running across the field.
How is he running in flip-flops?
It's impressive.
That is.
One's
yes.
barefoot, one's got shoes on, and one's got flip-flops. That is
Man,
the
if
perfect
he has
spread.
a blowout, Jimmy Buffett would love it.
All right, so back deep for the Hornets. Let's see. That's going to be
20.
That's going to be Jesse Knight on one side. And
13 right here.
13, that's going to be Caden McGee, our buddy. Caden back there deep.
KD.
I like to see him. He's been out every practice I've seen so with an ankle sprain, so good to see him back out there. Who do you got on the other side of there, 24?
I see 22.
22. That's going to be
Jason
Jason Crawford.
Guys.
Or sorry, Jordan Candler, 22, is going to be the third man deep for the Hornets. So Hornets are got a few guys up here.
We're on the field, and they're just over here hanging out.
Well, what time is it? 7:02. We got a minute till official kickoff on TV. We're going to have some TV.
I think we'll be lined up and ready to go by then.
This game will go a little slower,
7:03.
but just because of maybe some TV breaks here and there.
Game of the week?
Game of the week.
First game of the season.
A good night of football when we get to halftime. On our Akel's Carpet Warehouse halftime show, we'll go over what scores we do have from around the state. So we're ready for kickoff as the Bears kick this one deep.
Short.
And that is going to be Candler. Candler around the right side, hit hard at the 25, across the 20. Doesn't quite make the 25-yard line. It's going to be the 23-yard line is where the Hornets will start. So we are set here as that will be Weston Pierce. The Hornets will come out in this spread. And waiting on one more to hit the field.
17.
We wait Jason Crawford to come out, so maybe Crawford getting the start over Waits tonight.
Surprise.
I'm not. Crawford actually looked good last week. He got several carries, a bigger body kid, so not surprised at this. And like Horton alluded to on Tuesday night, this is a three-headed monster. It really doesn't matter who's back there. So here we go. As Pierce hands this one to Crawford. Crawford now pushed backwards, and that Sylvan Hills defense bows up. And this will be a loss.
2.
He may have got a yard.
Line up on the 23 again.
So no gain there as he was met at the line of scrimmage. So Pierce with Crawford back there. Bruce Hagan will split out wide with Amari Rogers. You've got Watts to the top side.
Trips left.
And now they will fake this when Pierce wants to go to Watts. Got him out there, but he overthrew him. Boy. And once they get that timing down, that's going to be a big one. That's a touchdown if he just lays that in there as Watts had his step.
3rd and 10, quickly. Definitely don't want a 3 and out if you're Maumelle here.
No, because you know what's coming when you kick it back to the other way. As Sylvan Hills is going to try to eat up as much clock as they possibly can with that flex bone offense.
That is for sure. Got specked out wide here.
So here we go. It's Pierce. Crawford to his right. And now we got a flag.
What does he say?
There is a doily in the dirt.
There's a
That's what he told
PI
me he was gonna
roofing
do.
penalty on the play. Now let's see what this one's going to be.
Offside.
We'll take that. So that'll give us 5. It's going to be offsides on Sylvan Hills. So move us 5.
Definitely take the freebie there, that's for sure.
And right now we're at a position on the field, Andy, where I'm having to rely on you to see everything. You may have to take over play-by-play for a couple minutes.
Open your eyes, Steve. White jerseys,
This
red
wall,
numbers.
this wall's a little in my way.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so 3rd down, 5 yards to go here is
28.
Pierce. And is that Crawford? Is Crawford still in the backfield? Now Watts in motion. They'll hand this one to Crawford up the middle. Crawford's got room. Big hole across the 35. He's tripped up and down at the 40, and that's going to be a first down for the Hornets.
There's a lot of daylight through there, Steve.
Boy, if he could have kept his feet, he was going for 6. And a great call there by Kirk Horton.
The defense was totally fooled.
I think they fooled him, and they opened up the middle and Olayed Crawford right through for the first down and a gain of about 12.
12.
Thankfully, we got Jim for stats.
Hornets going to go again here.
Going quickly, here's Pierce. He's calling for it. He'll hand this one to Crawford. Crawford, he's met in the backfield, bounces off a guy, back across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Maybe give us a yard. I got it now.
Okay,
it's
good.
right in front of me. Hey, you know what? I got new glasses this year.
Boy.
I can see. I want to say
Apparently not good enough through that wall.
that wall makes an issue there.
God. Good glasses you can see through a wall.
I know, right? I'm going to have to go see my eye
Superman.
doctor about that.
Superman
My eye
had
doctor
those.
going to have a chat. All right, so second down, 9 here from the 41, 10:39 to go in our first quarter. Pierce calls for it. He's going to hand this one to Crawford. Crawford got room as he bounces inside of the 45, 46-yard line is where they're going to spot it.
Oh, delayed handoff there was
Getting
pretty nice.
5, and it'll be third down and 4.
Manageable. So they
J-Bo on the stream. What's going on,
What up,
J-Bo?
J-Bo?
Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here.
faked outside, went up the middle on the last third down. Do they
About the same
fake the middle and go outside this time?
same distance here. Wouldn't be a bad idea,
Looks like
although they're getting a good
you got
push with
Waits.
this O-line.
You got Waits in the backfield too, I think.
Can't see a number. That might be Candler.
22.
That's Candler in the backfield. They'll fake it to him. Now wants to throw. Wants Watts. Got him down the field. Got him. Watts makes the catch across
Come
the
on,
25. 20. Dragging him to the 15. He's going to be marked out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Big play from Pierce to Roderick Watts. And told you once they find the timing
Get
on that,
used
it's
to
going to be
seeing that
dirty,
one.
baby. That's the best receiver in 5A right there. And I don't know that Sylvan Hills going to have anybody that can cover him.
He's fast and he's big. Might have a little talent in his family too.
Apparently Fox is having issues, or the Fearless Friday crew's having issues getting their broadcast up. According to them, it is.
We'll take it. Thank you, Fox.
Again, it could be internet problems for them as well. I don't know, but the internet, there's a lot of people here. It's a little different animal than what we dealt with last year. So Pierce now looking, Candler in the backfield. He
Reverse.
hands this one off to Brookhagen. Brookhagen trying to get the corner, across the 25, falls forward to the 21.
2021 right in there. He's close.
So give him 3 here, and that'll bring her up a second down and 7 with 9:35 to go.
Right on the outside of that red zone, Steve.
Johnny Brucho says, always watch Maumelle football right here. That's right. It'll be here all season, all 10 games. We appreciate you guys watching. So 9:20 here as Candler stays in the backfield with Pierce. Rogers joins them back there as the up back. Weston gives it away to Candler. Candler up the middle, and he's across inside the red zone down to the 17-yard line. He's at the 18.
18.
So that's going to bring up a third and about 4. Hornets perfect on third down so far.
Doesn't look like a 5A school.
Not at all.
You look out there and everybody's tall except
This
a couple
is a
guys.
huge
It's like, wait a minute.
team. Look at, the offensive line compared to what they're going up against on the other side, and that's a 6A program over there.
And they're solid.
Pierce, that snap came quicker than he thought. Candler, good adjustment. Candler going to be pulled down, though, at the 20, and we'll see if Horton decides to send the kicking team out here for the first time. It'll be a 4th down,
4th and 6.
about 6, and I think Horton's going to keep the offense out there.
I think that's what he's doing.
We do have a really good kicker in Bruce Hagan.
He's on the field.
He is on the field. They could just go ahead and kick it. So 4th down, 6 here. Pierce with Candler behind him. Now Candler will come to his left. Rogers over there with him. Pierce, snap gets to him. Now looking to throw. Wants Speck. Now he goes to the corner of the end zone. Back to Watts, and he caught it. Roderick Watts with the catch, and a touchdown for the Hornets.
That's the way to start the season.
I told you, Roderick Watts. He's the one to watch in 5A. What a throw by Pierce.
Beautifully thrown ball by Pierce.
Watts battled it out and went up and made the catch. And the Hornets lead this one 6-0 on the 4th down conversion.
And now we kick.
So Bruce Hagan to kick. Paxton to hold. It's good to see Paxton out there. He had a little injury, and he's back on the field. So good to see that as Compton gets it down. Kick is up, and kick is good.
Broadway.
7-0 Hornets here with 7:53 to go
I'll take it.
in the first quarter.
7:53 left in your first quarter. The score now. Maumelle Hornets 7.
Brooke Hagan. Thank you, Johnny Brew. It is Brooke Hagan.
I told y'all.
Y'all were right. You were right, Andy.
I just listened to
Hagan.
Coach say it Tuesday, and I was like, sweet. I know how to say it now.
I like Bruce Hagan. Just sounds cooler. It's like the Davier instead of whatever we used to call him.
I think we'll call the man by his name.
So now as we await this defense to hit the field, the kicking team finds its way out. And I'll tell you, as good as the offense looked on that one, the defense is what I've been excited to see. This is a team that returns 8 on the defensive side of the ball against an offense that returns nobody. Corey Washington has taken his basketball talents to North Little Rock, as well as his teammate Nick Smith. If anybody missed that news.
News? What was that?
Yeah. So Brookhagen ready to kick this one off. Back deep is going to be number 4, Jasper, for Sylvan Hills.
Jasper.
That kick is back deep. Jasper's going to get a shot to return this one from the 9. Gets it across the 15, the 20, and he's met right there at the 20-yard line. Tackled quickly by Pace and
we'll just call that a herd.
Yeah.
We'll call that a herd of Hornets. Or a
Pace
swarm.
and Jesse Knight in on that tackle. And that's two names we're going to call a lot on defense this year.
It's like Nico might be ready out
So
there.
out there on that defensive line, the Hornets will start with 3 defenders on the defensive line. That'll be, I have to get back over
You
here.
have to mind your gaps with this offense, or this type of offense, I should say. You cannot overcommit.
So Murphy, Harrison, and Nico on the defensive line. McClure, Whitley, Hillard, and McGarrah and linebacker Epperson, Knight, Pace, and Rawls in the back. Now this flex bone looking inside and going to break a tackle. Oh, big run there. That's big number 33. That is Harris, Dylan Harris, and that has got a big body to bring down. As Harris gets about 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Jesse Knight found out real quick.
Yeah, he
that is a load to bring down. He came down, but I think on the receiving end of that lick.
So we'll see if they try to stay away from the side of 5. Run away from 5 as much as possible, take him out of the game. I would assume that's the plan. Now they'll go to the left side right at 5, and that's 8 on the play. That's Murphy with the play. C.J. Murphy comes in and makes the tackle in the backfield. Maybe a yard gain to the 30, and that's going to be a 3rd down and a yard.
I was wondering where they were going to get the scoreboard right. I was a bit confused by that.
So 3rd and 1, and we're going to see his defensive line hang tough and try to get a stop on 3rd. Hornets went 2 out of 3 on 3rd down in the first drive, 1 of 1 on 4th. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and get off the field.
You'll nudge this forward.
They'll flip this one outside, trying to get the corner. Tackled before the 30. He's going to be stopped a yard short, and I believe that is number 20, Jesse Knight again.
20, Jesse Knight.
Saying Rawls is what the PA announcer was. I saw
29.
Jesse Knight. Was it 9? Okay, that is Rawls then.
29. 20 is Jesse Knight.
Yeah. So 4th down, they're going to go for this. 4th and a yard. Let's see if the Hornets can stay on their side. Don't get drawn off, as that's what they want to do here. Let's see if they'll drop back and punt this, as Tyner is the quarterback. Let's see, Tyner, a much smaller guy than what Sylvan Hills had at quarterback last year.
He fits under the center a little better, that's for sure.
I can't see a play clock from 4-3. Now they're going to let that run down and punt, it looks like, is the plan.
Take the dang penalty.
And they will.
Let's hear it.
There's the flag. So we got a PI roofing penalty on the play. It's going to be a delayed game. That'll back the Bears up 5. And the Hornets hold with a 3 and out on the first drive of the game for the Bears.
There was a bandana in the Bermuda.
The bandana in the Bermuda. I couldn't read it if I did. A doily. Why would I want to be like somebody else? Okay, maybe so. Bandana.
So, all right. So, in the punt here is back deep. That is Pace and Jesse Knight, I believe. Back there to receive the punt. I'll get this one back. Kick is away. Good spiraling kick as it turns over. Pace calls for fair catch, but he's going to get away from it. That ball, don't catch that. Let it go.
Oh, boy.
And now Knight does pick it up at the 20. Bringing it back across the 25. 27 is where he's going to be drugged down, maybe ahead of the 29-yard lines. Well, they'll spot this, and boy, that was dangerous.
Positive yards,
but it gained about 5.
Horton's probably not going to be too happy about that. But way to see the ref with a little athleticism there.
Knight, another one of those seniors, makes a big play there to save the Hornets. Maybe 10 or 15 yards on that.
It definitely caught them off guard, that's for sure.
All right, so the offense comes back out.
Will set up shop first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Probably see a real healthy dose of number 6 here.
So now Pierce, he'll hand this one to Crawford. Crawford up the middle, and Crawford is taken down at the 30. And get maybe a yard on that one. That catch by Roderick Watts in the end zone, definitely a nomination for our All-State Good Hands Catch of the Game. Brought to you by All-State Brooke Brolo Agency in Maumelle.
We'll say gain of close to 2. Bring up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd down. I'm going with my math at 9.
Yeah, me too.
And Pierce, Crawford next to him. And
Offsides.
Sylvan Hills jumps off sides. They're going to give the Hornets a free 5 as there's another PI roofing penalty.
Rag on the rotunda.
So twice now Sylvan Hills a little too aggressive, finding themselves across the Hornets line of scrimmage. And that's 10 yards in penalties for the Hornets.
Offsides against the Bears. That'll cost them an Abe Lincoln.
Cost them an Abe Lincoln. That's a nickel.
Now Pierce. He'll hand this one again to Crawford. No, he's going to keep it. Now looking on the screen.
Wow.
And that was just kind of a throwaway as Sylvan Hills had the screen bottled up.
Throw away into a herd of people.
It's one of
Lucky
those,
that ball did not bounce off a shoulder pad or helmet and go straight up.
yeah, I think that's one of those that in film study, Horton's going to say, hey, can you just throw that at the toes, please? Let's not put that in the air where it can be caught.
Turf toe with a football.
So 3rd down 3 here as Pierce with Crawford to his left. And now Pierce looking that way. Pierce looking, now wants to go to Speck.
Come on,
Speck's
Hunter.
got to come up. Oh,
Come
and he
on.
couldn't make the catch. Speck jumped, came off his feet a little early on that one, I think, or he'd had a completion.
Punt team.
Punt team will come out. And Brookhagen, to do everything, will be back there to punt this one away.
Offense, defense, kicker, punter. What can he not do? Play quarterback?
So Brookhagen ready to punt.
At this point, Matt, I would say stay behind Maumelle.
So Brookhagen ready to kick this one away. You got a number on the return, man. I don't right now. That's not a good kick.
What
The
just
side
happened?
of the foot bounces at the 38 and out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Probably is not the outcome that they were expecting there.
That punt netted 1 yard, maybe 2.
Probably should have went for it.
2 yards is what that punt nets. So Brookhagen maybe doing too much here early.
Just a tad.
All right, so Sylvan Hills gets a gift here as they're going to start on the other side here on the Maumelle side of the field. And they'll get to see this flex bone get to work with 4:33 to go on our first. Tyner, he'll pitch this one outside. That's Okafor. Okafor, and he is met in the backfield by a couple of
3-yard
Hornets.
loss. They sniffed that out before
That
it
is-
ever happened.
Jesse Knight as well as number 23, Skylar McClure in the backfield as Okafor goes nowhere.
Down in the backfield by number 20, Jesse Knight for the Hornets.
Knight with a big play there.
Bring up 2nd and.
And it makes a big difference. You got guys like Jordan Harrison and Nico Davier on your defensive line that can take up that space. Your linebackers are going to eat. So Tyner in that flex bone. Now looking, they go right up the middle. Nope, flipped it outside, and they fooled everybody.
Uh-oh.
Getting outside, a lot of speed on
He's
this one. He may
done.
go across the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown Bears.
That kid's quick.
And that is Jahan Smith. And that's their Tavion Cunningham right there. My
Boy's
goodness
got
gracious.
some wheels.
They found a replacement for Cunningham as they fooled everybody. Faked that one inside. I thought they gave it inside, and
Yeah, that's it.
he had all
That was
day
a
to
very
run
good play
there.
by Sylvan Hills right there.
Great job.
That'd have been good from the 6-yard line on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forget about it.
I'll tell you, we saw a little bit of that, a little overcommit, getting out of your lanes against Ozark last week. And so, again, learning
Come back to hurt
experience
'em.
here. Now let's just get the offense back on the field. Really stopped ourselves on them. They're gonna kick it. So
They lined up on the other side, too.
Yeah.
They're just shifting.
they'll kick this one and try to tie this one up with 3:45 to go.
They say their kicker's got a pretty good leg, too.
And that kick is up
Tabo.
and good, and we're all tied at 7.
Extra point attempt by number 40.
So with 3:45 to go in the first quarter, the Bears have tied this one up 7-all.
5 left in their first quarter. Your score now, all knotted up at a pair of 7.
good start, really. The Hornets' only downside was Speck maybe leaving his feet a little early on that second drive, which caused him to short arm the catch and gave us a 4th down. And a tough, not a great punt, a net of 2 by Brookhagen, gave Sylvan Hills great field position there. And that kind of turned the tide in this one. So we'll see if the offense can come out and get some things going. It's the Sylvan Hills team. They're going to get theirs now. Maumelle took care of them at our place last year, but this was a good matchup last year. It's going to be a good one tonight.
That defense is over there probably getting a little talking to after letting that overcommitment kind of kill them there.
So Leach, Candler.
I swear he took 2 steps and kicked that ball.
That ball may go out of bounds, and it will, and the Hornets will get good field position to start this one.
What do we got here?
PI roofing.
Towel on the terra firma.
We got another PI roofing penalty flag. It'd be a legal procedure on the kicking team. They'll move this one up to the 35-yard line.
Not bad starting position.
About where the last drive ended.
Penalty was the kick went out of bounds prior to being touched by a Hornet player.
J-Bo asked any clarification on Waits. I know Waits hasn't been at practice. He wasn't at the benefit game, so I really don't have an answer for you there. But I know he hadn't been at many practices, so that's probably a big piece of it.
It's not what you want to hear start the season.
All right, so the offense back out. Speck and Watts split out wide. Weston, he'll hand this one off to Crawford. Crawford left side, got some room, and breaking tackles out to the 40-yard line. And so that'll be a gain of 5 on the first play of the 3rd possession of the game for the Hornets. You know, it does stink that this is the last year we're going to get to call all these seniors in a game. So excited about this season, excited to have a lot of fun and make a nice run out of this season with this group of seniors. So Pierce with Crawford to his right, Rogers there as well. Speck in motion. He'll flip it to Speck. Now Speck looking to try to get the corner. Across the 40. Nice little move inside of the 42, maybe the 43. Let's see where they spot this one.
Is it just me, or is that almost a Nathan Jewell sighting on the sideline with Jaylen Williams?
Getting close, maybe.
Small mullet going on.
So 3rd down and 2 from the 38. Or sorry, from the 43. Pierce. Crawford right behind him this time, and Sylvan Hills jumped off sides again. They will snap it, and let's see what the call is as they'll throw the flag finally. It's another PI roofing penalty here in our first quarter of play, and it's going to be, they're going to call false start on the Hornets.
How?
Well, you gotta make the decision to snap it quicker there. I think that's the issue is because he waited till he got back. The defensive lineman had gotten out of the neutral zone by the time he snapped it. And it was a quick snap. Nobody was ready. So it's technically a false start on Maumelle. Yancey was trying to buy us 5 and a first down. So 3rd down, 7 here is Pierce with Crawford, Rogers, Speck, and Watts. Now Pierce, he's going to throw. Step, drop back. Now he's going to run. Coming up for it. Met in the backfield at the 36-yard line.
Not what you want your quarterback doing.
Big play there for Sylvan Hills. And that is going to ignite that Sylvan Hills sideline for sure with that big sack. Well, that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jasper on the tackle for the Bears. Now Jasper will go back to return the punt. All right, so that is, I believe, I can't tell. I think that's Brookhagen still out there to punt again.
He's going to redeem himself right here, as long as the snap is good.
Snap is low. Brookhagen will get this one away on a much better kick this time. I'll make a hit. That ball's on the ground. That can be recovered, and it is by the Bears. No, it's still loose as Epperson was there, but Sylvan Hills will come away with it.
Mosby down there.
Tough break there. As
Sylvan Hills got a get-out-of-jail-free card right there.
Absolutely did. That could have been as big as the bad punt last time.
Yes.
All right, so let's see if the defense has studied the book over there and understand to stay at home and stay in your lanes on this drive. Hard. It's easier said than done against an offense like this, especially now that you got a quarterback that can hide behind the line.
Yeah.
So Tyner with the motion man, and they will give this one up the middle. Nice little cut back on in the middle and taken down.
Dylan Harris.
Harris on the carry. Epperson with the tackle for the Hornets. So gain of 6 on that one, though, is going to bring up 2nd down and 4. We're down to a minute to go in our first quarter.
It's been a pretty solid game so far.
It has. I mean, you know, Maumelle did well to get a 3-and-out early, scored early, and then the bad punt led to the Sylvan Hills touchdown. So Tyner, let's see, they'll go back up the middle again, and he'll get the first down carry across the 40, and now stood up at the 42-yard line. Harris on the carry this time.
First down on that one, though.
That'll be a first down with 41 seconds to go in the first quarter for the Bears.
That play was good enough for a Bear first down, but the ball spotted at their own 43.
Defense going to have to tighten up here, Steve.
So that'll be a first down for the Bears. And now Tyner, and he's got it. Tyner keeps it. He is met at the line. Maybe a gain of 2. As Tyner kept it, he'll get up to the 44 on that one.
They do not have to snap the ball again unless they want to.
So 15 seconds. You may be right, Andy. They may be content with letting this first quarter come to an end. 10 seconds, and they will. They're going to let this quarter come to an end. So that's going to do it for the first quarter of week 0 from here at Bill Blackwood Field, as Sylvan Hills and Maumelle tied at 7 after a quarter of play. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Bill Blackwood Field here in Sherwood as we're ready for the second quarter of play.
Second and 9.
So Tyner.
Think they're going to pass here?
I doubt it.
Second.
Yet to see one.
Tyner,
they are going to throw it. Up top, Okafor, they overthrew him. I tell you what, the Hornets weren't ready for it. You called that one there, Romo.
Out of the quarter break.
Might as well.
Straight up, down the middle. Everybody was fooled, including some of their players.
Now you put yourself in a position, though, where you might have to throw again, 3rd down and 9. So this is not a position that Sylvan Hills wants to be in.
Yeah, but that keeps Maumelle honest at the same time. Because had that connected, that's 6.
Yeah, for sure. They got Okafor got kind of caught up in the wash, but just overthrown by Tyner. So now Tyner ready. Go motion Tyner up the middle on this one, and that'll be stacked up right in the middle at the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3. It's not going to be enough for a first down. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. And this may be a moment where Sylvan Hills is going to say, look, let's play field position ball. Maybe. Let's see. 4th down and 6. Let's see if they're going to punt this.
It's a bold move.
And they are going to keep the offense on the field now. I don't know if Tyner can punt, so it wouldn't surprise me if he drops back to kick here. But 4th down. They will snap it. Back up the middle again. No, pitches outside to Okafor. Good block. Okafor's got the first down.
And then some.
And a first down for the Bears as Okafor. And he went with that sweep outside, and the Hornets didn't get out there and get it stopped.
It's a weird offense to defend.
Well, and they're running. They're doing what you'd expect. They're running away from Nico.
Quarterback is not going to hold on to the ball long either.
No. So 1st and 10 as they get to the Maumelle side to the 44-yard line. So now Tyner. Oka for the motion man. They go up the middle with this one. It's stacked up as that's Harrison right there in the middle to make that play.
Ball carrier was number 15, Derek Smith up the gut for the Bears. Wrestled down by number 58, Jordan Harrison for the.
It's just mine probably.
Yeah, your stuff's broken.
So Tyner, I've got full. It's just being.
We'll say game of
Tyner, maybe 2. 2nd down and 9. 10:28 to go in our first half here from Bill Blackwood Field at Sylvan Hills. Now Tyner, motion man's 23. They'll go up the middle with this one. And
dragging through on
dragging,
tackles.
guys, as they will finally pull him down. But not till he gets all the way to the 38-yard line. It's going to be a game of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Tacklers were again led by number 58, Jordan Harrison.
They went for it on their side of the ball. They're definitely not going to punt here.
Yeah, you got to believe for sure this is 4-down territory, no question. So 3rd down, 4 yards to go from the 38. Tyner back under center here.
Where else would he be?
Tyner's, they're going to get a play call changed here as started motion. They got to look at what the linebackers are going to do. And now they will call timeout. And Sylvan Hills didn't like the look. They'll call timeout, and we'll get a break here. 3rd down and 4. That's their first timeout of the half. So 9:31 to go. We've had a good one so far.
Looks like you got some Bears watchers on there.
Yeah, we should have a few folks. We've done a few Sylvan Hills games, so if you're watching, you're a Sylvan Hills fan, we do appreciate you joining us. We definitely enjoyed our time here last year as a more unbiased crew. Hey, that field goal block got us nominated and a finalist for a Sully, which was pretty cool in our first year of existence. That's kind of neat.
And we were on the news.
We appreciate that. Yeah, saw Max Bennett a little while ago, and we talked about that a little bit. We may be on there tonight, depending on how long Max can hang around. So as we await Sylvan Hills and this offense to get back out on the field. 9:31 to go, 3rd down, 4. Tyner. And they'll move Okafor to the right. They'll fake the pitch. Now Tyner. Now here comes Nico. Nico couldn't quite get him. Now around the corner and pushed out of bounds. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We got a late PI roofing penalty flag on the field. And I think that's going to be a penalty on Sylvan Hills, an illegal blocker and hold of some sort.
There is Lennon on the lawn.
Lennon on the lawn. I love this guy.
Our buddy Aaron. I hope Aaron Weatherford is watching tonight as our new PA guy there at Maumelle High School for our few home games we're going to have this year. And he could be taking some lessons from the PA guy here for sure.
This guy's classic.
Absolutely.
15?
So big penalty there. I missed, but it was a 15-yard or a 10-yard from the spot foul.
It was in the backfield. Holding.
It is holding against Sylvan Hills. That is enforced from the spot of the hold. So basically,
3rd and 20.
They lost a lot.
If you're Maumelle here, you can't overcommit. You got to get a stop.
Yeah, 3rd and 20. Just don't let anything get behind you. And now looking, I'm going to pitch this one to the left side. Got a couple of Hornets waiting on it, but he's going to get the corner here. A good block by Okafor. He may go. And he will go inside 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. My goodness gracious. You got to do better than that. Wow.
No penalty flag.
Smith with a huge
fast little guy.
Run there. And, boy, the Hornets did not look ready defensively for that
3rd
one.
and 20, and he runs it around the corner for 6.
Boy, that's a backbreaker there. Offense going to have to find some rhythm here on this next drive as Sylvan Hills has now broke off 2 big runs with Smith to get a 13-7 lead as we await the extra point.
Wow.
They'll kick the extra point here. Horton not going to be happy about that one. So Gonzalez in to kick. That kick is up off the upright, and I think it went through. It did. Off the post and in. And that'll make it 14-7, Sylvan Hills.
You get that on replay? Still be kind of cool.
All right.
Got to put some on the board.
They do, but more importantly, this defense has got to figure out how to stop number 10. My goodness gracious.
Be faster.
Stay at home, get outside, get through those blocks. We saw Epperson get kind of washed out of that play, unfortunately, and allowed Smith to get the corner, and then he tight-roped the sideline and took off down for a big touchdown run for Sylvan Hills.
He got there in a hurry, that's for sure.
Back seat for the Hornets is number 20, number 22,
Knight, Candler, and Leach back deep for the Hornets.
You know, to have 3 starters and none on offense, they look pretty good, Steve.
Well, and again, this is such a tough offense to defend. If you don't stay home and then you've got speed like they've got in Smith, it's kind of a perfect scenario for Sylvan Hills here. That
You
kick
take
to
2
Gonzalez
steps and kicks the football.
will be returnable from the 6.
Over.
Bringing this one back is Candler, I believe. He's met at the 22. And now, well, he's trying to drag some folks, still going, but doesn't go forward anymore, and he'll be taken down at around the 21, 22-yard line. Maybe that was Knight. I thought that was Candler on the return. Candler will stay in, though, at running back this time for the Hornets. And now the Hornets will go Speck and Watts to our side of the field. Rogers and Brookhagen, tight ends on the other side with Pierce and Candler. Pierce will hand it to Candler. Candler left side, got a block, makes a man miss across the 30, 32, 34-yard line. A nice, strong
run there
by Candler. That's 10 and a first down. Let's see, they will. That is a first down.
Need a few of those. String them together, let's roll. 11 yards. Right back to him.
Right back to Candler. Candler tripped up just as he was about to break free at the 38-yard line.
Ball here again with number 22, Jordan Candler for the Hornets. Tripped up by number 6.
That'll bring up a second down and 5.
Like a game of about 5 on the play. Bring up second and 5.
Wonder how much of their broadcast you can hear over our mic.
We'll probably get a bit of it. So now Pierce, as Rogers goes in motion to the left side. Now Pierce, he'll hand it back to Candler. Candler now have a lot of.
That did not go well.
And Chamberlain pretty mad at himself as I think he missed a block there that allowed him in there. There's Candler, and they'll lose a couple, and that's going to bring up a third down and about 7. Foster, another name we are familiar with from our time here last year. So 3rd and 7 here. 6 as Weston moves Candler to his left. Now Pierce looking, got time, going to throw this one up. Watts is being held down the field, and there we go. And they'll get that hold. That's an easy call as Watts was turning, trying to go back to the post pattern, and Sylvan Hills was tackling him while the ball was in the air. That'll be an automatic McClarty Nissan first down for the Hornets. PI roofing penalty flag. Be pass interference on the defense, Sylvan Hills. And
that was a hanky in the hay.
Now let's see. I'll mark this off.
Looks like that penalty was pass interference against the Bears. That'll cost them a Lincoln and a Hamilton from the original
15-yard penalty. That'll put it in Sylvan Hills territory at the 48-yard line, and that's a McClarty Nissan first down. So now Pierce. He'll look, he'll hand it to Candler. Candler works big hold of the right side as he's trying to get, now still going, the legs moving, and he's down to the 39-yard line. A big run by Candler.
Colby Forte helped out a little bit there. think he was hugging Candler here.
My son has made his way into our stream here, and he's doing some Sylvan Hills trash talk over there. So y'all don't trash talk the kid too much.
Give him all.
But go
the
follow
smoke.
Zyler's World. He plays video games and stuff on YouTube.
Give him
So
all
Pierce
the smoke.
Looking, wants to go deep. Up over the middle. He's got Watts open. Watts bobbles, catches it. 5, touchdown Hornets. Yes, sir, is Watts with another good hands, All-State good hands catch of the game for a touchdown. And Roderick Watts has proven why he is the best receiver in 5A football.
I'm glad to see that kid on the field, that's for sure.
41 yards to Roderick Watts on the touchdown.
It was a very well-placed ball.
Great concentration by Watts just to come down with that one.
Yep. That kid's a star. That's for sure.
Well, what a play.
I got that report.
What an absolutely fantastic play.
Nice.
A great Ackles replay, Ackles carpet warehouse replay there as we get to see Watts find his way to the end zone for the second time tonight. Extra point is up. It's
We
good.
are good.
And we're tied up at 14 with 6:52 to go here from Bill Blackwood Field in Sherwood, Arkansas. Whew. Got me excited, man.
Yes, sir. That penalty definitely helped out.
Tell you what,
There's a reason they're holding him downfield, and you can see why.
we are going to be heard loud and clear for all the way from Valonia all the way to Shreveport, Louisiana this year. They're going to know our voice, mine for sure.
Yeah, I might miss that one. Might be doing a little signature with old Dio at Cornerstone on that one.
There you go. Yeah. Well, we'll be going to see our buddy Jared over at First National Title. Maybe
yeah.
one day
I'm
we
new
can
to
get
this.
them to jump in on the stream too.
I'm new to this. Leave me alone.
Hey, look, I'll tell you though, Dio, good people, man. Great lender.
That's for sure.
It's funny. I'll have an agent from time to time say, "Well, like on yours when we made the offer, the agent asked, have you ever worked with this lender before?" I said, "Man, I do about 30 deals a year with him. I've never had him not close one." That's how good Dio and the folks at Cornerstone are.
It's pretty solid.
So Brookhagen to kick this one. He'll line drive, kick this one all the
Nice
way,
kick.
get in the end
Stay
zone
on,
ball,
stay.
get in the end zone, and it will curve out of bounds.
Yep.
And that'll
barely.
be a PI roofing penalty flag. And tough one there as he almost angled that one into the corner, but unfortunately goes out of bounds, and that'll be a good field position for Sylvan Hills as they'll start from the 35.
PI Roofing's getting their money's worth.
Another PI roofing penalty there. And I would, you're right, Will, they are, but I would assume this early in the season, this is probably when they're going to get it all in. Should have lots of these PI roofing penalty flags on the field. You kind of expect that early on in the season.
35.
So from the 35, here's where Sylvan Hills will start. Boy, what a game we've had. About what we expected, though. 14 all. Tyner in at quarterback. Sylvan Hills. Motion man, they want to pitch it. Tyner coming behind him. Now they got him. Got him in the backfield. And a big loss there as the Hornets track him down. Cover the pitch, man. A great job there.
There is laundry.
Stop was made by number 23,
Skylar McClure in on that tackle for the Hornets. We do have a ShamWow PI roofing penalty on the field. And the way the Maumelle fans are clapping, it sounds like this is going to be
Holding on the offense.
on the offense. And I missed our. It is holding, you're right.
I think that's Serengeti. I think I got that right. Not winning any spelling bees, folks.
So now that's going to be a 1st and 20 now. And last time they had a.
Remember what happened last time? They had 20 yards
we're not going to
go.
talk about it. Let's just
I bet they remember too.
let's just get a stop.
Nico lined up in the middle here.
Yeah, they'll shift Nico around. I like it now as they bring McClure down. Middle. Tyner's going to keep it. Got a pitch man outside. He's got some room to run again to the right. And now pulled down. Ball's out.
Ball out.
And Sylvan Hills recovers. And on the play was number 20, Jesse Knight, who was on the tackle in the strip.
All I can think is Chris Berman going, "It's a fumble."
Yeah, right there. That's good.
And we'll say about
So give them 7, though. Even after the fumble, the ball went back a couple yards. So
Should've been
second
9 to
down,
10.
13 here.
Not in any hurry here either.
So Harris is the middle man in this flex bone as Tyner under center. Now motion man. Now Tyner wants to throw. Tyner looking left. Tyner over the middle. Got a guy open.
Wow, what a catch.
And that is a catch.
Wow, what a catch.
Ball was caught.
Nico tried to murder the quarterback there. He was almost there.
Goodney making that catch. Or Gooden, maybe I put that in there wrong. I could have. That's going to be a first down and 10 at midfield for the Bears. And once again, the Hornets get a big hold, get a big a big 20-yard need here from the Bears, and somehow the Bears are able to convert and get the first down.
Directly on the middle of the field.
So Harris, again, the middle man. Now they'll push him to the right side. Okafor is closest to us as Tyner will go under center. That's Okafor in motion. They'll flip it to Okafor, and there's a penalty. That's got to be on the offense. We got a PI roofing penalty.
This one is material in the meadow.
And that's going to be a false start on the Bears, and that'll back them up 5, as I think they were trying to get off that line a little quick to stop Nico. Nico looks like he's going to come out and get a break for a minute.
On that field a lot.
I think it's the first time he's come off.
It is. Get you some water, big kid.
And now another timeout here. That's the second one of the first half called by Chris Hill and the Sylvan Hills Bears.
He might not miss a play.
Our good buddy Chris Goodman, GM for the Arkansas Punishers, who we've gotten to make a couple calls for this year, and they're going to be playing potentially for a national championship here in a couple of weeks. Big game coming up, I believe, on the 25th. But Chris wants me to give a – I don't know, man.
Chris.
I don't know. How much?
No.
I don't know if I can do that. I tell you what, if your guys somehow
do that.
No, I won't even do that.
You can't do that.
I can't do it, man.
You cannot do that.
I'm being told by management I'm not allowed. Sorry.
Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Nick, if you can get that company to come and sponsor the stream, then I'll happily say that as well. But right now, I got to say thanks to folks over at Allstate Insurance and Brooke Brolo Agency. All right, so here we go. First down, 15 yards for the Bears. Now, a couple cuts there as they give it to Harris, and Harris, boy, big head of steam going forward.
Well, he was moving 2 steps in.
He might have got 10 out of that. Big carry. All the way to the 46-yard line. That was a gain of 11.
He caught the entire defensive line off guard with that snap count.
It was interesting, too, because it looked
he was by the front 4 quickly.
The entire line just cut the entire defensive line. And they had, 7 yards before he ever even got touched?
Yeah.
So 2nd and 6, as it was a gain of 9. Now Tyner. Oka for the motion, man. They'll fake it to him. They want to throw.
Holding.
And a penalty. That was a hold. Now we get a timeout before the snap.
Got a timeout.
Timeout on the Hornets. Sure looked like Murphy was getting held coming across the outside there.
And here doing cartwheels and stuff.
I don't know if maybe Horton saw that pass play coming and decided to
I had a post in my way.
Get a timeout real quick. That post is in your way. I've not sat down this whole game, which is nothing new for me. If you guys watch anybody that actually came to our basketball games last year, you'll know I don't ever sit.
Basketball games, you pretty much have to.
Yeah, looking forward to that, too. We'll be with you guys again through basketball season as well. So looking forward to that. But we got to get through a very exciting football season first. All right, so 2nd down, 6 to go. We'll see if Sylvan Hills wants to try to pass again like they were showing on that last drive.
71 for Sylvan Hills is a small guy.
51's got a little size.
Fitting,
too.
His name is Scales.
All right, so let's see. Are we ready for football? I believe we are.
Toot, toot. Let's go.
Offense is over there watching TV. So
I wish we had TV when I played football.
Tyner, as that's Okafor in motion. Now Okafor stopped. Let's see what they decide to do as they see what our linebackers want to do. Pace was following as he is all the way up at the 40-yard line. They may try to throw it. And nope, right up the middle they go with this one in a lot of room. Across the, and a big hit. Ball's out. Ball's out. Get on it, Epperson. Get on it now. And the Hornets recover that one, and that's the first turnover of the season. Maumelle comes away with that one after the big hit. Who made the big hit on the back end? Got to try to see who knocked that out. Williams is the one who came up with the recovery.
Jesse Knight, possibly.
And I think you're right. I think Pace was on the other side.
Jesse Knight is all over the place.
And I think you may be right.
Pretty sure it's Jesse Knight.
That is not Knight. I believe that actually might be Pierce, or might have been Pace. 29. I couldn't see for sure. It might have been Rawls.
I'm pretty sure it was. I thought it
wasn't
I
Knight.
thought it was Knight.
Knight was in one.
Knight is amped up over here on the sideline.
All right, so the offense back on the field, 4.5 to go from the 22. Pierce wants to throw quickly. He's got Watts to the right. Watts across the 25 and taken down as Brookhagen couldn't get the block.
Get out of the way. Don't take a big lick there. That's for sure.
So gain of 3.
You have to score here.
Make it 4 out to the 26. So second down, 6 yards to go. That is Crawford in the backfield this
no
drive.
deep safety anywhere.
And bobbles a snap, gives it to Crawford. Crawford, oh boy, he just got tripped up, or he may have ran for a while. As Crawford tripped up at the 48-yard line. So that's going to bring up, or 28-yard line, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Candler in. He lost his shoe.
Foster in on that tackle. And so now Weston calling out the signals to Watts. And Candler is now behind him. I'll shift Candler to the left side. Pierce gets the snap, looking left, throwing on the screen. Tipped up in the end. This might be intercepted. And it is picked off the tip, and a great play. That is number 23,
Give it right
Gooden for the Bears, and a huge play.
That's very solid by that defenseman. At least he tackled him.
Pierce makes the tackle. Boy, that's tough. 3:21 to go here in our first half, and a
Sylvan
tough
Hills
one
gets
there.
the ball at half.
Looks like the Bears will set up shop 1st and 10 at the Hornet. 14.
First down 10 from the 14-yard line for the Bears. We'll see if this defense can stand up and take another one away.
You would hope so right here.
Oka for the motion man. Back up the middle. That's Harris. Harris stutter step met by, I believe that is Harrison for the Hornets, and he'll drag him down.
33, Dylan Harris for the Bears. Stop was made by number 55, Jaylen Williams.
Williams gets credit, but I do believe Jordan Harrison was in on that tackle as well. I'm looking. I do see Nico as well as Harrison. Nico has been shifted down into the center to clog that middle up. Big 71 back onto the field for Sylvan Hills as they go with a big offensive line on this one.
Small man, like I said.
So Tyner, 2nd and 5 from the 9. Oka for the motion man. Back up the middle to Harris and met in the middle and pulled down at about the 8-yard line. So maybe a yard on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Get a first down, I think, at the 3, Steve.
Murphy in on that tackle for the Hornets.
Like a gain of a yard on the play. So it's going to
3rd and 4.
about 4.
Light.
Flip the light switch.
3rd down, 4 to go. Ooh, that's bright. Now looking, they'll go the mid, and Okafor in the pitch. Make the tackle, he did. Big play, did the ball come out? It didn't.
Turn ours off.
Pitch was to Okafor. No. So big stop there as Rawls made another huge hit for the Hornets to get that stop. It's 4th down, 4th and 2, and the Bears are going to go for this. So 4th down, 1.5 to go in our first half. Motion, right side, middle, Harris. He's got room, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. As Harris goes through, he'll score. And a touchdown for the Bears is going to make it 20-14, pending the extra point.
Capitalize on a turnover.
So a big one there. The Sylvan Hills, like you said, capitalizes off of that. And so 1:26 to go in the first half. The Hornets trail 20-14 as we await the extra point. Stick with us for our Ackles halftime as we'll have scores we've got from around the rest of the state for tonight. And we'll get some stats from our good buddy Jim Ashley. Gonzalez's kick is up, and it's right down the center this time, and it's 21-14. Bears lead with 1:26 to go in the first half.
Well, Maumelle has an equalizer. His name is Roderick Watts. I expect to see something with him this drive.
21, and the Maumelle Hornets 14.
So you hush your mouth over there.
21-14 here as Sylvan Hills gets the job done. So we'll see what this Hornet offense has to do or has for us here at the end of the first half. It's been a very well fought first half. Each team equal on turnovers with one apiece. I'm over here dancing again in the corner. As we await the kickoff team for the Bears.
Back deep for the Hornets is number 20, number 22, Jordan Handler, and number 25, Michael Leach.
Liberty Mutual.
That is. What had happened?
What is that? I don't know what that is. I have no idea. What is that comment?
Short kick.
And now returnable falls on it at the 21-yard line was Candler.
79 yards to pay dirt.
Smart choice there by Candler.
That ball just died as soon as it hit the ground. I don't think they were expecting that.
Evan Stuckey says, can y'all be any more biased? Well, yeah, we're here for Maumelle, so we can be. I can get much more biased if you'd like.
That's exactly how that's supposed to work, bud.
Set up shop, first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Goodman. We appreciate you, Goodman. You know we give our love to the Punishers as well. So now Pierce hands this one to Candler. Candler left side, got a hole. Candler cuts back across the 25, picked up, still going, 26-yard line.
He was put back down.
And now a lot of action here at the end of this as Candler not happy about it. He'll get up. Now we got some pushing and shoving on the bottom.
Don't do that.
And
come on. No point in that.
So that'll be a gain of a yard there. Bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Got to be a band director.
It is. We are in Grand Central Station right here where we're sitting, though, man. Goodness gracious.
See, last time we were on the other end. They made it a lot easier.
Now we got a stoppage in play. I'm not sure what this is. It's a PI roofing. No, we're just moving the ball forward. I think maybe they misspotted it.
Yep. 49 seconds. Second 5.
So 49 seconds. 2nd down, 5 instead of. See, I thought they got a lot more than a yard, and I looked up and they were spotting it at the 21-yard line.
Thanks for getting that right, guys. Appreciate that.
All right, so 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pierce dropping, looking, wants to throw up over the middle. He's got Speck. Speck out in the front. He's got the catch down to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Big play. Let's get on the ball. 35 seconds as Speck makes the catch. He beats Smith, the speedster. And now first down. That's a McClarty Nissan first down for the Hornets.
Call timeout, too.
And they will. That's a good idea there.
They did. 77, I believe, was calling the timeout while running down the field.
It wasn't 77, no. may have been Chambly.
No, it wasn't that big.
Or 70, well, I don't know.
It could have been 17.
Hamilton, maybe? All right, so big play there as they get that one all the way down to the 46. And another nomination for our All-State Good Hands catch of the game. As Speck makes a big play.
This little buzz here, we might be able to get in the end zone.
Would be big. If nothing else, try to get Brookhaven in position for a field goal. Get at least something because you're going to give Sylvan Hills the ball to start the second half.
Yes. Not what we want to do. It's just kind of the rules.
So good group of folks watching. I like the numbers. You guys keep sharing it and
y'all.
Letting folks know. We appreciate everybody. And really, I promise, we do appreciate all you Bears fans that are watching with us. We loved being out here and the opportunities we had. We've been here for
absolutely
2 playoff games last year, plus a couple of basketball games. So we've had a good time.
I'm not going to lie. I wish that playoff game would have went the other way. It was exciting for sure.
It was. I'd have loved to have seen this Sylvan Hills team. They're offsides. That's going to be a PI roofing penalty.
There's a mascot in the AstroTurf.
A mascot in the AstroTurf.
Mascot on the AstroTurf.
Oh, that's a tough call there as the Bears were obviously offsides. I I don't understand that call at all. There is no, now they're going to talk about it.
He was drawn off.
You got to talk. No, he wasn't. He got offside. There was no doubt the Bears were offsides on that.
We didn't move until he was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, he was in the backfield on that play.
We have replay up here, sir.
That's a terrible call. You got to change this. Let's see. Now they're going to chat about it.
I'm sorry. I was wrong.
It'll take 15 minutes to get it right.
Encroachment on the defense.
There you go. So now they get it right as they talk it over. Good job there by the officials to come together and get that call right.
Home team might not like that, but that's the right call.
So that'll keep it first down. 1st and 5 here. But that's going to move the ball to the 41-yard
5 free yards with no time off the clock.
Another PI roofing penalty. So Pierce. Candler still behind him. Now Pierce gets the snap, fakes it to Candler. Screen pass is what they're trying to set up. He's got to get rid of it. And that may be grounding. It should be grounding, and they may not call it.
If they don't call that, it's going to be very surprising because that is
well,
did you get outside the tackle box?
No. The Hornets are going to get away with one here because not only it doesn't matter tackle box, but he wasn't outside the tackle box.
No, he wasn't.
There wasn't a receiver in the area.
Wow.
And why are we way back here? Let's get back up here. Yeah, the Hornets are going to get away with one there.
Well, that's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Hornets get away with one there for sure. One out there.
That timeout will be charged to Sylvan Hills.
So Sylvan Hills will use their last timeout
of the
first half as the Hornets will have a 2nd down here. Yeah, as Lucas asked who the Razorback commits, that's going to be number 72 on offense, number 5 on defense.
Take number 6 at this point, too.
Well, I'm telling you, the size, everything's there for the kid. It's just a matter of putting it all together, and so far tonight, he's definitely put it all together. I'll be interested to see what the stats look like as we'll get with Jim Ashley at halftime and our Akel's Carpet 1 halftime. All right, so 2nd down and 5, 28 seconds to go in our first half. After the Hornets got away with that, should have been a grounding call. Now Pierce hands this one off to Candler. Candler going to be stood up at the 40.
What was that?
And I think they were trying to catch him off guard. It didn't work. Now you got to call. Well, no, I think Horton wants him on the ball quickly to spike it here. But that's going to bring up 4th down. Now he just wants to run it. He's going to run a play. 10 seconds to go.
Call timeout to run 2
Pierce
plays.
Gets it out. Now Pierce looking. Maybe go deep. Pierce wants to go. He's going to the end zone. Speck is there. And, he just overthrew him. But
we'll get one
3 seconds. We'll get another play out of this.
Intended for number 7, Hunter Speck. Ball's in.
As Weston Pierce tried to get it all on that one. He had Speck. Speck had gotten behind the defense. Just overthrew him.
Dropping dimes. Got to drop that one in there.
So now, barring a defensive penalty, this will be the last play of the first half. There's been some exciting plays at the ends of halves and overtimes in this stadium for us, so let's see if we can do it again.
Just a couple.
So Pierce. And that's an offside, so the Hornets will get 5 here, as that's going to be another PI roofing
first
penalty.
Down, but it's not going to matter. It is a McClarty first down.
Yes, it is. Repeat 4th. That's a first down.
How do you get thank you.
There you go. And that is going to be a McClarty Nissan first down for the Hornets here. So
math it up, ref. Math it up.
So 1st and 10 now.
They're going to come after him. He's going to turn this ball loose. He's got 3 of them out wide.
So
KD McGee.
Bears have everybody drop back. Now Pierce steps up, looking. He's got plenty of room. Just throw it up. He will to the back of the end zones. A lot of folks back there, a lot of blue back there. And I think the Bears intercepted that, and they did.
Yeah, they did.
As the Bears will pick that one off in the end zone, and that'll be the end of the first half. So a heck of a first half here as the Hornets will head to the half trailing 21-14. And we'll see what Coach Horton has to say to this defense in the locker room, as that's been the difference. The 2 big runs by Smith, the interception by Pierce, That's the difference in this one so far. 21-14 is your score. We'll be back with the Ackles Carpet One halftime and our stats and some scores from around the state.
Ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why, you know, we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. That's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DO to 36260 to get started today.
At American Pie Pizza, we use only the best and freshest ingredients to ensure the product we put on your table is at its peak for your enjoyment. Our pizzas are thin crust and considered by some as the best around. And as a locally owned small business, our goal has always been to provide a great product at a great price and give back to our local communities. This is why we are excited to be the host of Hornets Live every Tuesday night during football season. Come see us at 7 p.m. every Tuesday and get the latest scoop on your Hornets while enjoying the best pizza, salads, wings, and sandwiches in Central Arkansas. And don't forget about our daily lunch specials and trivia nights on Thursdays from 7 to 9 p.m. So come see us at 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Call in your order at 501-758-8800. Order online at www.ampiepizza.com.
So you know how in the fourth quarter of a football game, when the game's on the line, it actually gets kind of stressful, and that's not how a home loan process should be. When you're a week away from closing, which is you shouldn't have stress. And that's what at Cornerstone we want to take away. We want that to be a stress-free experience for you. We want it to be that blowout victory.
Text DO to 36260 to get started on the home mortgage process today.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Bill Blackwood Field here on the campus of Sylvan Hills High School. And welcome to the Akel's Carpet One halftime show. And we're going to go through some scores. Not a lot of games going on so far across the state. 2A, all games are being played tomorrow night. That is the same with 3A. 4A currently, Hot Springs is up on Fountain Lake 20-7 in the second quarter. In 5A, of course, this game, 21-14. Sylvan Hills is leading the Maumelle Hornets. And then also that Hot Springs Fountain Lake game in 5A. In 6A, of course, this is the only game going on in 6A. And then 7A, an interesting score up there in Fort Smith as Northside and Southside are battling it out tonight. And the score is 3-2. 3-2 in Fort Smith, and that's the only game going on between 7A teams tonight. Now we'll hop over here and get you some stats from our first half. A little scoring recap. The Hornets started things off in the first quarter. Roderick Watts, 20-yard touchdown pass from Western Pierce. Brookhagen with the kick, and that made it 7-0 Hornets. But then the Bears answered. Jahan Smith with a 41-yard touchdown run. Gonzalez's kick was up and good, and that tied things up at 7. And then in the second quarter, with 9:11 left in the second quarter, Jahan Smith again, this time 53 yards as he got outside on a 3rd down and 20. Gonzalez knocked through the extra point. That made it 14-7 Sylvan Hills. But then the Hornets struck right back. 6:52 to go in the half. And Pierce connected with Roderick Watts for a 41-yard touchdown pass to make it 14-all. But then after an interception, after a fumble really, the Hornets recovered and then turned it right back over on the interception. Dylan Harris capped things off with a 6-yard run on 4th down for the Bears with 1:26 left in the half to make it 21-14. The Hornets could not quite find the Hail Mary at the end of the half. It was picked off by Sylvan Hills in the end zone, and that's how the first half would come to an end. Total first downs in our first half, Maumelle with 8, Sylvan Hills with 6. Hornets, Hornets had 2 first downs via the penalty. 18 rushes for the Hornets for 64 yards. Sylvan Hills, 20 rushes for 187 yards. Net yards rushing was 59 for the Hornets, 183 net yards for Sylvan Hills. Passing, the Hornets were 5 out of 10 in the first half, 124 yards. Tyner was 1 out of 3 for 16 yards. And 1 interception there for Pierce in that first half. So total yards for the Hornets, 182. Total yards for Sylvan Hills, 201 in that first half. Third downs, the Hornets were 2 out of 7. Sylvan Hills, 1 out of 4. Individual stats, as we can thank Jim Ashley for being our statistician once again. Jordan Candler led the way in the backfield, 8 carries, 31 yards. Jason Crawford, 7 carries, 27 yards. Passing, Weston Pierce has gone the whole way, 5 out of 12, 124 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Roderick Watts, 4 catches, 96 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hunter Speck, a catch for 28. On Sylvan Hills' side, Jahan Smith leads the way, just 3 carries, but 94 yards in that first half, 2 touchdowns. Dylan Harris, 9 carries, 45 yards and a touchdown. Derek Smith, 3 carries, 29 yards. And Xavier Okafor, 4 carries for 18 yards. Gavin Tyner had 1 carry for a yard. That total of 20 yards. 20 carries, 187 yards. Tyner was 1 of 2 passing for 18 yards. And Gooden was the only one with a catch. He had 1 catch. That 1 catch for 18 yards. On the defensive side, I don't have them. Just kidding, as Jim didn't have those defensive stats. But so that'll get us caught up on stats from the first half. We're about 3 minutes away from our second half kickoff. And looking through some of the comments here, as I was looking, I thought, Lucas Parham had asked no sound for the halftime show. His son plays trumpet, and I wanted to hear it. So here's our issue with playing the sound of the band at halftime. Those songs are usually copywritten, and there's a chance that if we play what the band is playing, those YouTube bots will catch it and kick us right off the air. Yep. And if that happens, then obviously we may not be able to get back on the air. So unfortunately, even right now, I'm a little concerned with the music that the PA is playing because it's coming through. Unfortunately, that music, that when it comes through, if those YouTube bots catch that, we don't have copyright to be able to broadcast that on this stream. So maybe we can figure out a way to make that work. But so as we await this second half, as Pierce and Compton are out there warming up, and we are 1 minute and 40 seconds away. Andy, what were your thoughts on that first half?
Maumelle needs to get it together on the defensive side of the ball, Steve.
I think one big key is obviously, we saw
big plays.
Got to stay at home. 2 big plays was really the difference. The interception we can talk about, but it was
you
a tip
give that
play.
away. That's 14, 15 yards and a score. That's a gimme for Sylvan Hills. But 3rd and 20, and you're going to go around the end for 50 plus.
Yeah, 51 yards there.
And on the other side was, you had a bad special teams penalty or bad special teams play that led to a short field, and they took it to the house.
Yeah, so
That kid's quick.
Sylvan Hills has done a great job of taking advantage of the Maumelle mistakes, and so we'll see if they'll continue to take advantage of those mistakes here in the second half, or if Maumelle can clean things up and get things rolling for our second half of football. So again, let me run through our list of sponsors. I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors here as we get ready to get the second half started. They added about 2 minutes to our time clock, so 2:44 left in half. Official sponsor of the Maumelle Hornets, Cornerstone Home Lending. I want to say thanks to our buddy Dio Vanucci and the team over at Cornerstone. I'm telling you, as a realtor myself, if you are looking for a lender who's going to take care of you from start to finish,
he will.
And you are pretty well guaranteed. There's no guarantees in it, but there's pretty well a guarantee you're going to close if you work with Dio. He gets you all set at the front end. That way, when you get to the finish line, you're ready to close, grab your keys, and get moving into your new home.
Hopefully soon.
Absolutely. Andy, you're not far away from it. So hopefully. Our weekly coaches show every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, we'll have Coach Horton with us at American Pie Pizza, $2 Tuesdays, $2 off a 14-inch pizza. There's also another $2 deal there. You have to go in and get information on that one. But come see us every Tuesday night, also live right here on Natural State Sports as well as Maumelle Sports Network. And watch us every Tuesday night with Coach Horton and get the inside scoop of what's going on in Hornet Nation on Hornets Live from American Pie Pizza. Our penalty flag sponsor, PI Roofing. We've gotten to hear a lot of them tonight. We want to thank the guys over at PI Roofing for being a huge sponsor of Maumelle Athletics as well as our Maumelle Sports Network broadcast. Akel's Carpet One, our replay sponsor as well as our halftime sponsor. I want to thank them for being a big part of our halftime show and a big part of all of our replays throughout the evening. As we get to the fourth quarter, our friends over at Acre Family Pharmacy, family-owned right there in Maumelle. Go see our friends at Acre Family Pharmacy. In good hands, Catch of the Game is brought to you by Brooke Brolo and the Allstate Agency there in Maumelle. Go see Brooke Brolo and Allstate for all of your insurance needs. They got our good hands, Catch of the Game. And then we cannot forget McClarty Nissan, another big supporter of Maumelle Athletics and a great supporter here of our stream. And they are our sponsors of our first down every time the Hornets find themselves across first down line. So here we go. We're about 30 seconds from getting this thing started as the Hornets have gotten their huddle met up, and we're ready for football here to get started. And we'll see what this defense can do. Defense going to find the field first. And Sylvan Hills, boy, you get up 2 here and really put the pressure on the Maumelle offense.
You got to get a 3-and-out or a stop on their side of the ball and not let them go for it on fourth, because they've proved they can make that already.
The key, I think, really in this second half.
3rd and 20 touchdown runs.
Yeah, for sure. But that is the key, though, is get them in 3rd and long. That's where you want this team. You want Sylvan Hills in 3rd and long.
He snuck that guy out on the pass. Had he been open, we'd be talking about a different score already.
Absolutely. And then all that is eye discipline. Make sure that you're following your keys and staying at home. And get some pressure on Tyner when he does step back and key on that. And we'll see if they've made some adjustments to stop that here in the second half. Again, this is a difficult offense. You're not going to see this offense every week. You really can't prepare for it very well, even in practice. I got to watch these guys a lot throughout practices leading up to preparation for this game, and it is hard to prepare for what Sylvan Hills is bringing to the field offensively.
Kicking off for the Hornets is number 16.
Tavion Cunningham has joined the stream, and good to see Tavion, man. I tell you, you've got a pretty good replacement.